Assalamu alaikum 10th class. I am your teacher Ma'am Hira. This is our biology class in reference to our morning schedule. This is 1st July and the day is Wednesday. We have started unit number 2 days earlier. The name of our unit number 2 is homeostasis and today's topic is osmosis. We have discussed osmosis in grade 9 in detail as well, but as it is relevant to our today's topic, so let me give you a short intro of that. What is osmosis? Osmosis is the movement of water from hypotonic solution to hypertonic solution through semi-permeable membrane. So I have used here two terms. One is hypotonic solution to hypertonic solution. So what are these two terms? Hypotonic solution is the medium in which concentration is less or low salt concentration. Alright guys, hypotonic is the medium in which the concentration of salt in water is low, and hyper, as we have heard this word hyper means beyond boundaries or extra, above level. It has higher or more level of salts in water. So water always move from low concentration to high concentration, from lower level to higher level. It is the quality of water. Water always flows. You may have seen, if you drop a glass of water, does it flow from lower to higher level at once? No. The concentration is always from where the quantity is low to where the quantity must go. It must be higher. So what is osmosis? Osmosis is the movement of water from lower concentration to higher concentration through semi-permeable membrane. How plants transfer this water, how plants transfer water from one level to another, we will discuss this. But before discussing that, there are three divisions of plant on the basis of salts and water, amounts of salt and water they take in or give out. There are three kinds of plants, namely hydrophytes, xerophytes and halophytes. Of course, the meaning of these phytes lies into them. Hydro means water, so hydrophytes are the water plants which require water, fresh water. Zero means no water. They live without water on dry land. They do not need water for their lives to grow, to move, okay? And the last word is halo. Halo means fresh water or sea water. So let me write down these. So what are hydrophytes? Hydrophytes which need water. Xerophytes which don't need water, they need dry lands for their growth. And halophytes need sea water. Why sea water? Because sea water has an adequate amount of salt into that. So those plants just fill up their vacuole and utilize that salt for the growth and movement, of course. Alright guys, so what are hydrophytes? Let me tell you a complete definition. Hydrophytes are the plant which live completely or partially submerged in fresh water. They require fresh water for the living. Alright, and such plants do not face problem with the water shortage. If there is a shortage of water, they can cope up for up to 2 days, 3 days. After that duration of time period, when they get water, they become the same as they were earlier. Alright guys, the example of hydrophytes are very common. Water lily, you may have seen this plant. Our household plants are all hydrophytes. Next to that is xerophytes. So what are xerophytes? Xerophytes live in dry environments. They possess thick, waxy cuticle and they have less loss of water from internal tissues. They have less number of stomata, so it means less transpiration, and they also have deep roots to absorb water from the soil. They live without water for up to the months. They do not need water, they just need dry lands to grow. Alright guys, and the examples of xerophytes are cactus plants. You may have seen cactus. It is available on the dry parts of the land where there is no signs of water, I can say. When there is no water at all, there grow the plants which are called xerophytes. Next to that are halophytes. So what are halophytes? I have written the word sea water. Halophytes live in sea water and are adapted to salty environment. They need sea water, saltish water for their growth. Alright, salts enter into their bodies due to the higher concentration and just utilized by their vacuole for their growth and for their cells, and exit when there is hypertonic solution, and it controls all the support from one level to another in vacuoles. Alright guys, so halophytes are the plants which require sea water because sea water has salt into that, and this salt is utilized by the vacuole for the growth. Examples of halophytes are the seagrass. You have seen in many times in the animated movies, inside the world inside water, where are the fishes, sharks, and other creatures are moving inside water. There are lots of plants, lots of flowers, lots of colorful, greenery everywhere. So what are those plants? They are inside the sea. These plants are called halophytes because they grow inside the sea. They need salt and seawater for their growth. Alright class, these were the three categories: hydrophytes, xerophytes and halophytes. I'm sure you have a better understanding now that what is the difference between these three types of plants. You have now known what is osmosis. Osmosis is the movement of water from lower concentration to the higher concentration, from hypotonic to hypertonic, and three kinds of plant. This was all about our today's topic. I hope you have understood this. If you have any query related to them, please ask me. Subscribe our YouTube channel for further details, for further information and up to date. Stay home, stay safe, protect yourself and your families, your loved ones from COVID-19, and utilize your time rather wasting it. Utilize it in your studies for making your future better. Alright class, thank you.